Hi everybody, and I hope your Monday is going well, and welcome back to the Progress Coaching YouTube channel. So for the purpose of today's video session, I'm going to discuss CV construction and how we elevate our CV profile when we're applying to that job through the recruitment agency or directly to clients as well. So for me, this process starts at the profile summary section. Make sure you do have one, because I've seen a lot of CVs where there actually hasn't been any profile summary section. So it's important to have it in there. The profile summary section should be a snapshot in terms of what you're looking for in your next role, what you've been doing in the last couple of years in terms of your career, and where you see yourself adding value to this specific role that you're applying for right now. So that's a very strong message to the reader. It builds a connection. It shows that you've tailored your CV in line with the role that they're recruiting for specifically. And it shows that you care about the message that you're getting across as well, and you've taken time to think out your application as well. So that's a really important one and can have a really strong positive impact on the reader. I would avoid using some words like self-motivated, team player, and good communicator. Okay, they're great words, but in this instance, use content in the profile summary section that's unique to yourself, that somebody else cannot possibly say about themselves. So it might be some projects that you've managed, some software that you've come up with, maybe budgets or cost savings as well for a company that you've achieved. So your achievements, call them out. They're bespoke to you. The candidate applying in before or after you cannot say those achievements or outline those on their profile summary section. So straight away it catches the attention of the reader as well. It's your sales pitch. So it should be about a paragraph long, nice and snappy, but at the same time keep it relevant and to the point as well. Moving down then to the profile summary section, it's the dates are in chronological order, of course. And then if you have a LinkedIn hyperlink to your profile section on LinkedIn, then make sure the dates sync up to your the dates on your CV as well, because I've seen a lot of inconsistencies in terms of the dates. Say for instance, ABC Limited 2015 to 2017 on your CV, but it's the 2018 on your LinkedIn. Straight away there's a disconnect. There's an element of grey area there and a bit of mistrust, and all of a sudden the person reading your CV will say, it gives them an excuse not to ring you essentially. So make sure there's consistency there, I suppose, is what I'm saying. So then the use of language. So I would start a lot of the sentences with powerful words. So initiated, implemented, delivered, and so on, achieved, rather than run-of-the-mill mundane words such as carried out and so on. Catch the attention of the reader. Keep it snappy, but strong action words. What you achieved. Not so much the team that you worked with in, but what you achieved, because this is your brand, it's your document, and it's your selling pitch that you're using to secure you an interview essentially. That's one of the real uses of a CV. It's the medium through which you can get your interview. You can get the attention of the person that's going to be reading your CV. So once it's served that purpose, then you go in and you sell yourself an interview. But make sure that your CV is spot on. The font and the font style and size is consistent right throughout. Spell checks are a given. I've seen people regret it for those because there's been spelling errors, because it's your brand at the end of the day. So if you can't sell yourself and have all of those I's dotted and T's crossed, then you can be sure that that company won't want you to work for them or call you for interview as well. So that's really important also. So moving down along, even in the hobbies section, make sure you put in, what you like to do as well, because they want to get a sense of the person behind the CV. It's the 360 degree now. So will you fit in with the culture of the organization? Tell the story, give it, a sense of the person that you are as well. Obviously your professional achievements need to be in there, but that's really important. And then do a cross-referencing with the job that you're applying for. Make sure if you are ticking those boxes on the key requirements section on the job spec, that you have evidence of that in the examples on your CV, because I've regretted a lot of candidates over the years, folks, and this is really important. And I've said, you don't have enough Java development experience, you don't have enough business analysis experience in this area, and then they'll retort by saying, I have loads of that experience. Well, I'll say, is it on your CV? And they'll say, it's not. So never assume that the reader is going to know that you have that experience. So make sure if you do have the experience, let's get it in there and make it as relevant as possible to the job spec that you're applying for. Also prepare for the Control F. generation, if you like, or the control F person who's going to be reading the CV. They may well be under a lot of time pressure. They might have 50 or 60 CVs to go through. So they have 3 or 4 bullet point or buzzwords that they need to find are on CVs or not. So make sure it's as relevant to the job spec as possible, because if those buzzwords are not on your CV, you may well not get the interview either. So that's important. There's a couple of tips there, folks. Just make sure you align everything. Get somebody to double check the CV before it goes out as well. But the profile summary section, if there's enough in that first page, the profile summary section, and a little bit about your experience, then the rest can be elaborated on further when you go to interview. So catch the attention early with the profile summary section, if I was to say anything, and make sure all your dates sync up as well with real powerful words at the start in terms of your achievements also. So that's it, folks, for now. If you're looking to get some professional career coaching advice, then I absolutely would be delighted to spend some time with you. I'm a qualified career coach, 10 years plus recruitment experience. It's Killian at progresscoaching.ie. Have a great evening and talk to you during the week. Take care, folks. Bye-bye.